Peace and Black Power, family. We back with another YouTube video. Of course, you know me as your gracious host, Chase McGhee. And I'm back another day to kick game and flavor with the family. And today I really want to talk about playing both sides. That's what I want to talk about with the family, playing both sides, because it seems to be something that we don't understand about breaking down and exposing Negroes who play both sides and how detrimental they are to Black society. But before we do that, make sure, family, you go ahead and like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell icon. That's very important to like the video, subscribe, and hit that bell icon if you haven't already, because I know most of the family that rock with me has. But back to the talking point at hand, and I want to talk about playing both sides. And the reason why this comes up is because, of course, last weekend we all know about the assassination of our sister Atiana Jefferson by the Fort Worth police, Officer Aaron Dean. I didn't have a chance to mention that yesterday, but that is the murderer who killed our sister. But also last weekend we got hit with our daily dose of coonery and buffoonery in the Black community. And it came in a kind of deceptive way to a lot of Black people in the form of Kanye West. With his performance, his Sunday service, they're calling it, his gospel. I guess he's into gospel now. His Sunday service at Howard University. And, I spoke out about it on Instagram. Those who follow me on Instagram know Voice of the Ancestors. And I spoke out about it on a couple pages. And some people messaged me back and said, hey, bro, you got to chill. You just hate. And I said, hate. That's what we calling it now. We seen every time in the Black community, every time one of our celebrities does something, we seem to think anybody who criticized them is hating. It's hating now. I'm not a hater. That's not what I am. I'm not a hater, bro. What I don't like, though, is people playing both sides of the spectrum. See, we have to understand, and I always tell Black folks this, we are in times of war. And in times of war, you can't afford to play both sides. You can't afford to fight for the enemy and fight for your people. That don't work. It don't work that way. You see what I'm saying? And once you make that crossover, family, let's be clear. Once Kanye made that crossover to cooning and buffooning that he did in the White House, and when he went on his tyrant, he just went on his ranting, slavery as a choice. He's all hugging and loving on Trump. I love this guy. Sitting there bucking his eyes in the White House. You see, when he did all that, now you're an enemy of Black society. That's what we like to call cooning and buffooning, family. You can't play both sides. And see, one of our biggest problems in the Black community is we don't have an NFF mentality. And I'm going to talk about this in my next book. We don't have an NFF mentality, meaning we don't have a never forget or forgive mentality. We are very forgetting and forgiving people, meaning we have created an environment where coons like Kanye, like Candace Owens, like Jesse Lee Peterson, like Sheriff Clark, and like many other coons like Tammy Kemp, and I'm sure many others that were in that Botham Jean trial, are able to thrive. This is the greatest time in America for a Black person to be a coon. Why am I saying that? Oh, what you mean it's the greatest time in America for a Black person to be a coon? Because we are so off code as a people. We are so off code as a people that you can go one day, I can go one day, go to the White House, put on a Make America Great Again hat, and say Black people are dumb, stupid, and ugly. And if I'm a celebrity with any type of clout or status, Negroes are going to keep streaming my music. They're going to keep supporting. They're going to invite me to their HBCU. This is at a HBCU. This is at Howard University. And I don't necessarily get on the students there because the students are young. They might not understand the depth of white supremacy. You dig? But the administration, you're supposed to know. The administration at the school, you're supposed to know. You see what I'm saying? This is the greatest time alive to be a coon. I can go call Black people dumb, fat, and ugly, and then 6 months later, wait and go perform at a HBCU. And black people go crazy. Our people go crazy. See, we suffer from not having an NFF mentality, a never forgiving and forgetting mentality. Kanye should never be allowed. Listen, family, Kanye should never be allowed to come back into black society. Never. Never. Because understand, the behavior that he displayed in that White House less than a year ago, that got Negroes killed. See, we don't understand the depths of coonery. That gets Negro killed. Coonery and buffoonery gets Negroes killed. He acted as a shield for white supremacy. He acted as a shield. That gets niggas killed, man. Understand, we are in times of war, family. In times of war, you can't play both sides. You see what I'm saying? You can't do it. It's as simple as that. You can't do it, family. So you can't go and be in the White House and be talking about, I love this guy. And because we're so in depth to forgiving, we try to make all type of excuses for Kanye. I know black people love Kanye. We try to make all type of excuses. I even heard brothers who I consider conscious sit up here and say, well, you know, if you really listen to what Kanye was saying in the White House, he was really talking some good stuff. And he was really conning Donald Trump and getting our initiatives in the White House. That's what you have Negroes saying, family. That he was finessing Donald Trump. Because we're so desperate to make up excuses. Where are the initiatives that Kanye helped pass towards the black community to keep us from getting killed by the cops, to keep our communities from being redlined? Don't come to me talking about 2 or 3 Negroes, him and Kim Kardashian, that got out of jail. I don't want to hear about that. I don't want to hear about that, because that doesn't help the collective, because he didn't help to throw a lot of Negroes in jail with that cooning and buffooning he did. He didn't help to get a lot of Negroes killed. He didn't help to create more coons, because understand, a lot of our young brothers and sisters look up to Kanye. And see, when they see that type of behavior, the reason why we can't allow him to come back into black society is because coonery is contagious. See, when our babies see that, oh, well, Kanye was just in the White House with a Make America Great Again hat. Maybe that's the cool thing to do. And we can still, and he still come back to Howard and get a lot of love. You dig? See, that's contagious. Now you're allowing Kanye to breed coons. So now we got a whole bunch of little coons around here looking up to Kanye. And like I say, we make all these excuses for, oh, is this mental health? Mental health. It's mental health. Kanye, well, you know Kanye mental. Every time he get around black folks, it's mental. Every time he start cooning, it's mental. But when he get around black folks, oh, all of a sudden he back to the old Kanye. No, he's playing the game, family. He's playing both sides. He's playing both sides, and we can't allow them to do that. Because like I said, people get killed from playing both sides. Just use our recent case with our brother Botham John. People get killed. Tammy Kemp is up there. She's in sororities. She's in these black sororities. She's at HBCUs speaking. But then when it's time to punish one of these race soldiers, she plays that side. Now she can't punish nobody. Now she out there hugging murderers, reading in the Bible. You dig? We can't allow it, family. You cannot allow in 2019 or going forward at any time for people to play both sides. Either you with us or you not. It's that simple. Either you with us or you not. And we got a bad habit of that. This is why I was so upset with Candace Owens being at the Revolt Summit. Why is she allowed to speak on a black agenda? She done sold us out so many times. Why is she allowed to speak on a black agenda? You see what I'm saying? They lay in that bed, make them suffer in that bed. Okay, now Kanye, he needs black society, as he always has, to promote his music, because he knows black people are the reason why he is Kanye. We're the reason why he is popping. So now he got to come around black society. Okay, let me get my black card back. Let me promote my gospel music. He's down here in Atlanta doing the chorus, I believe, at New Birth Baptist Church, which is a black church here in Atlanta. See, whenever it's beneficial to be around black folks and to promote his gospel now, because he's in the gospel, he's quote unquote caught the Holy Spirit. Now let me go and piggyback off black society again. Let me use black folks. No Kanye, no Kanye. Go over to the Protestant. Go over and perform for the Quakers. Go perform for the white folks in their church. Since you already buck dancing for them, don't use black folks to come up now. You dig? After you done sold us out, you doing all that cooning in the White House. That's what we have to do. Because it's always beneficial to use black folks to get your leg up in the game again. But no more, family. No more. Like I say, we have to be real strict on people who play both sides. It's very dangerous. It's very dangerous, especially in times of war. If you with us, you with us, family. It ain't no forgiving or forgetting. There's no forgiving or forgetting. That's for the weak. That's for the weak, family. No other society forgives what you've done to them. And that's including for the people within. You see, white folks don't forget about Benedict Arnold and all those white folks who went over there and fought for the British during the Revolutionary War. They don't forget about them. They still remember them. His name is a signal of betrayal now. We got to do the same thing. Once you go to the other side and you start undermining black folks, it ain't no coming back. It ain't no coming back. And we got to be strict on that. We got to be strict on that. Especially when it comes to our sacred places like our HBCUs, like Howard, like Hampton, Albany State and other Morehouse and Spelman. We can't do that, family. That's dangerous. That's dangerous. These are where some of our young, brightest minds are. We can't allow them to see coonery and buffoonery. We can't allow their minds to be infiltrated with that. Because understand, these are kids, and some of them think it's all right. Well, it's all right to support Trump. It's all right to go up there and coon and buffoon and hug on white folks when you need to. But then you can always come back to the black community and we're going to support you. Nah, family. Never again. So, like I say, the message of the day is we're not allowing folks to play both sides no more. We're not allowing folks to play both sides. Playing both sides is dangerous. We are at war, family. We have brothers, we have sisters, we have children dying in this war. And we can't afford infiltration. We can't afford infiltration. And let me also say, no one is above criticism. No one is above criticism. So that goes for our celebrities. When our celebrities can't play both sides in our community, neither can normal members of everyday society play both sides. Everybody is held to the same standard. It ain't hate. It's criticizing. It's critiquing. It's making sure that no one is above the black nation. No one is above the black nation. Not Kanye, not Jay-Z. It don't matter how much you love their music. No one is above the nation. You have to answer to the nation. That's the black nation. Because we are the ones that built them. Jay-Z is nothing without black society. Kanye is nothing without black society. It'll be an everyday Joe Blow on the street. We were the ones supporting you. Now you want to turn your back and play both sides, and we're not going to allow it. We're not going to allow it, family. No one is above criticism. No one is allowed to play both sides in times of war. And that's final. That's the done deal on that. It ain't about hating. It ain't about hating. Ain't nobody hating. You dig? It's about critiquing and what's best for the collective. And holding one man above them all, having one man able to play both sides when he wants to, that's not best for the collective, family. But like I said, that's today's video. Tell me what you think. Comment below. Am I hating? Let me know if I'm hating. Or do I have a reasonable point? Should we be strict on people who try to play both sides in black society? Because as we see with our sisters Atiana Jefferson, with our brothers Botham John, we are dying from Negroes who play both sides, who are pro-black one day but get in the courtroom and start cooning and start letting these race soldiers off. So let me know. Am I hating? Comment below. Am I hating or am I speaking truth to power? Let me know, family. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that bell icon below. I'm going to be back tomorrow. Until next time, peace and black power.